Hello, chemistry students, and welcome to our general information video on chemistry. I'm Mr. Hippemeyer. As you can see on our paper here, this paper will be posted in this section as well, along with the video. So if you need to access this paper, it is in printable form in Google Classroom. My email is steve.hippemeyer@ketteringschools.org. Notice there is no N after the name Steve. It's steve.hippemeyer. On the school website, my email is entered incorrectly as steven.hippemeyer. So don't go through the school website or I'll never get your email. So if I don't answer your email rather promptly within a day or so, 24 hours, check to make sure you entered it correctly, because I'm usually within 24 hours of getting back to you. Today on this video, we're going to be taking a look at an overview of chemistry and how the class works. Generally, most days will start off with a short Zoom meeting. In that short Zoom meeting, we will discuss what will take place that day. By the end of that meeting, you'll need to be sure that you understand everything that needs to be done, what's coming, what the assignments are, how to do them. That's the purpose of the Zoom meeting that we will kick off each class with. Also, there is an opportunity there that if you're confused on something that happened the day before, maybe you started it and you're confused, you weren't sure how to complete an assignment, or you had some general questions, that can take place in the Zoom meetings that kick off each class. Each day we'll begin with that Zoom meeting, and then you'll be sent off to complete the tasks for that day. Anything you do not get done during the class time will become homework. There are additional homework assignments as well, but generally things are tailored so that an average student would be able to get everything completed on the class time, and then along with the half hour allotted. So that's the way it's set up. If you're a student that requires more time and you feel like you're getting behind, do not ever hesitate to email me and let me know that it takes you a little bit more time to get stuff done. We can modify things to make it work for you. Above all, I do not want you to be stressed because of chemistry. As always, I would ask that you adhere to the half-hour homework set in place, the half-hour homework rule set in place by our administrators. If you're working on chemistry and you reach that half-hour limit, you need to stop chemistry and move on to other things. Whatever you don't get done, just email me and say, Mr. Hippemeyer, I didn't get the work done, I'll need extra time, and you will be granted that extra time. But the key is to communicate. You can catch up later, or we can modify the assignments. When you are finished with assignments, be sure that you turn them in so that I can give you points. Everything I ask you to do, you will get a grade for. But above all, I won't be stressed on how long it takes you to get things done. I hope you won't stress either. When we have Zoom meetings, the links will be posted for you on Google Classroom. Click the link and head on into the meeting. During the meeting, you can ask any questions that you might have so that you're sure what is taking place. Again, by the end of that Zoom meeting, and most of them are relatively short, you just need to know what's going on that day and to go get it done. If in the process of working you have additional questions, email me and we can open the link back up during the class to clarify anything that you might be confused on as you're working. So communicate back with me through email and let me know how you're doing. If you missed the Zoom meeting, it is no big deal. Most of the stuff that we'll cover in the Zoom meeting will be posted on our organizers in Google Classroom. We'll talk more about the organizers later. But the organizers are there to help you know what's going. You'll have an advanced planner, which is a syllabus telling you what we're doing every day. And then you'll also have a point tally sheet, which has a list of everything we're doing broken down by the day and how many points they're worth. So those are two sheets that will keep you on pace for what's happening. And again, those will be discussed in additional videos that you'll see in our class information section on Google Classroom. Some general Zoom behavior expectations. I have a behavior matrix that will be posted on Google Classroom. You can read it, but essentially behave on Zoom as you would in class, being respectful of others, dressing appropriately, using school-appropriate language. When you're on Zoom, you're in school. Pretend like it. If you have any questions, concerns, or stresses, again, email me. Email me. We will make videos on Google Classroom over class notes, so we will not be doing the notes on Zoom. I'll make separate videos so that you can click on the videos. During the Zoom, you'll be able to ask questions on the notes, but we will post the videos where I go over the notes for you, and then later you can ask questions if you need help in our Zoom meetings. In addition to class notes, I will be posting other chemistry teachers that present material as well on the subject of chemistry. These will be called chemistry video lectures. So when I do notes, if it's a video and you see class notes, it's me doing it. If you see video lecture, it's another teacher doing it who might present it in an interesting or slightly different way. Watching other teachers present material will give you additional resources to better understand chemistry. Anytime we do homework, I will also post homework help videos. So you will not have to wait till the next Zoom session to ask questions on homework. There will be homework help videos so that if you're doing something at night at home, you're confused, just watch the help video so that you don't have to wait a whole day and feel like you're getting behind. So there will be immediately help available for you on homework assignments. We'll also in this class have video lab demonstration videos where you'll see other teachers actually doing experiments or whatever, and we will turn these into labs. So that the way we'll do labs is to watch videos of people doing the labs, and we'll be pretending that we're doing by taking down data, writing observations, and so forth. We'll also have video demonstrations performed either by me or other teachers to help you better understand the concepts. So labs, you'll actually be writing things down, treating it like it's a lab, doing calculations. On the demos, you'll just kind of watch and learn and see the concepts brought to life for you. We will have homework and classwork posted on Google Classroom. You'll see it. There will be a playlist. We'll have a separate video detailing how the Google Classroom is laid out. But in general, you'll see everything posted with the day of the week that you are supposed to do it. The due dates will also be published on Google Classroom. And everything you do, you'll turn in for points. I will grade stuff as quickly as I can to get it back to you. Your grades will be posted on PowerSchool, not on Google Classroom. So if you're wondering how you did on an assignment, go to PowerSchool. Do not use Google Classroom as your method for determining whether you've got points for things. PowerSchool is where you check. You should be looking at PowerSchool daily to make sure that you are not missing any assignments, that you don't have any zeros, that maybe I didn't make a mistake, because when we have distance learning, it's very easy for teachers to miss assignments that you submitted. So if you think there's a mistake, email me so we can clear it up. When you email me, if you even want to resubmit the assignment at that time, then I can get points, the points you deserve to you. So check PowerSchool for your points. That is our vehicle for grading, not Google Classroom. You can submit work on Google Classroom, but your grades will be on PowerSchool. For many of our assignments, we'll be using Kami, which is a little Google extension or Google app where you can write on the handouts that I give you, typing text box and so forth on there. If you're new to Kami, I'll post something in our class information section which explains how to do it. If you have trouble with technology, remember Mrs. Broomhall, her email's right here. She's a great person to consult with technology questions. I'm not great with technology, so if you're having technology issues, you can fire me a question. If I can answer it, I will. If not, check with Mrs. Broomhall. She can answer it if I can't. But Kami's a little thing where I will be saving all your assignments and posting them to Google Classroom using Kami. So when you open the assignment, you'll open it in Kami, and that'll allow you to type right on the handouts and turn it in right from there. All teachers will be having office hours. We'll have a weekly Google Doc sign-up sheet for the office hours. The reason I'm doing a Google Doc is so that I can guarantee that I'll see you at a certain time during the 2 hours or whatever office hours, so that you don't have to go and sit and wait in a waiting room until I get to you. So with the Google Doc, I'll guarantee that I can see you during the time that you sign up for. If you want to just drop in because maybe you didn't sign up and a question came up suddenly and you didn't want to sign up, you can drop in. Just understand, if you drop into the Zoom, preferential time will be given to those that signed up first. They'll be taken first, and then you'll be admitted after everyone's been helped. In general, how will grading work? In this class, we grade on total points. Each unit during distance learning will be worth about 100 points. 20 points or so of those hundreds will be tests, generally worth 20 points. The tests for the class will be open notes. You can use whatever you want, whatever resources you want, homework assignments that you did, class notes that were posted, whatever. You can use any of that stuff. You can even work together on the test. I just ask that you don't copy off other people. Then you'll check your own test. You'll use the answer keys in the help videos to correct your test, and then you'll submit your test with what grade you received on it. If the homework help videos over the test do not help explain the concepts that you needed to understand for the test, be sure to email me and we can Zoom and figure out which parts you were having trouble with. You'll be taking your tests at home at your own convenience. It will not be done on Zoom. Other things that will be graded for points, again, will be the video labs that you do, the video lectures, video demonstrations, homework assignments. Those are all things, if I ask you to do it, it will be something that I'd also ask you to submit for points. Speaking of that, you do not receive points necessarily for watching the class videos over the notes. Again, the notes will be given with posted videos, and then I'll give you actual copies of the note packets that you'll open and you'll be able to look at as we're going over the notes. But generally, you don't receive points for the notes. If you're not sure how many points things are worth in each assignment, consult the table of contents point tally sheet. We'll talk about that on a separate video. But these are things which list everything that is graded for the unit and how many points it is. Once again, PowerSchool is where your official grade is, not Google Classroom. If you have zeros on PowerSchool, it means that I do not think you turned it in. So if you didn't turn it in, or if you have a 0, it means I don't think you turned it in. So email me, resubmit it, or let me know that I missed it. It, again, is easy to make mistakes in distance learning homework. Zeros are not permanent. You will be able to turn stuff in late. So if you're missing stuff and you just didn't get to it and you see a 0 on PowerSchool, you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot all about that. You can still do it. Late work is accepted. You can get full points. But the goal is to get everything in by the day before the test. If that's not going to work for you, email me and we can get extra time to you if you're falling behind. But I would hope that everything is in the day before the test. Above all, I do not want this class to be a stress for you. If you're having stress, email me. Let us work things out so that this works for you. The only way I know it's working for you is if it's not, you've got to let me know. Again, I want you to get all your work done. When you get it done is not important as long as I get it by the test. But please try to stay up. Do not let yourself get behind because you're being lazy and procrastinating. Stay up with things the best you can, and we'll have a great year. If you have any questions that need to be addressed, you can ask those as we get into our first Zoom meeting. And I'm excited for this distance learning experience. Thanks for watching this video.